Hi, my name is Amber Lynn. I'm originally from the Midwest, came to California in 1985. I started wearing dresses in kindergarten, me and a cousin, and we kind of got all the stuff written on our report cards. And I guess I kind of came out in kindergarten. At 15, I believe I sat down with my mother and my sister, and I didn't care if the rest of the world knew anything. I didn't quite have it figured out either to have the conversation, but I did come to understand that there was an evolution of who I am happening, and that things were fluid, and that they would transpire over time. And I just needed to be open to learn and to understand myself and get to know myself more. And I've come to know myself very well now. I knew I was different from the very beginning. I just didn't have words for it. And I didn't have words for it actually until I was actually probably about 27. I never had words for it. I just existed. I didn't really fit in with the gay community. So I started my transition actually by taking birth control pills. Everything that we did at night. We kind of got dressed for the club on the railroad tracks because we couldn't let our parents see us. So we had to do everything by night. People didn't want us to come out during the day, and we realized we needed to be out during the day, so we had to fight for that right. A lot of times there was a lot of violence around people discovering people, and us actually being taught the wrong way in the beginning to not tell people that we were trans. It was different for me because they didn't have laws to protect against bullying, and basically in those days, we were dealing with racism and being bussed and a lot of other things. So at the times when I had a big brother, he was there to protect me, but at the same time, he taught me how to protect myself. Surviving in an atmosphere such as that, it's just realizing not to go to the restroom in your own backyard. You know, you kind of gotta, keep peace. So you kind of keep things compartmentalized. You know, the boyfriend's on this side of town and you live over here to keep the peace. So that when you go meet up with them, there's nobody saying, oh, you and that guy and all this, what's going on, It was violence, it was a lot of violence. There were people that felt like it was their obligation to take it on and try to redefine me. And as I grew up, I started to understand that the only person that could define me was me. And although a lot of people had tried in the past, there's a guy who tried to teach me to play basketball, thinking that was gonna straighten me out. I can still play basketball, but I'm still on the women's league, rather. I came here to pursue a fashion career, and I lived in San Jose with my auntie, and we commuted back and forth to San Francisco. So every day it was on the train. I was listening to like Whitney Houston, Sade, and I listened to the same tapes over and over. And basically I got a job here and went to a fashion college for the first year. And then I wanted my own place, so I moved to Oakland. When I moved to Oakland, I met the community. When I met the community, I fell in love with the house music, the celebration of being people of color in the community, and empowering ourselves to, feel free to be who we are. Found show bars over there, and I was into shows. I traveled around San Francisco and doing shows and doing things to express my creativity. And I met a lot of entertainers that came here, that lived here, like Sylvester, Grace Jones, and different people like the Trucaderos, the I-Beams. Polk Street used to stay open like all night. You can come from the club and go shopping. It was different. And it had life here. And then it kind of died out when the drugs raped our culture. Girls became divided, and people became more shut in and less likely to reach out to someone else. And so we're just kind of repairing everything from everything being broken down, and we're trying to build community. And when I'm in San Francisco, there's a low percentage of African American representation. And for me, I need to see people like me. Although I enjoy diversity, I just feel like we could put a little bit more color in it. People think it's very liberal here. It's not that liberal as people think. And even here in San Francisco, we have a lot of deaths that the police don't even investigate. There's people who have had their arms and limbs cut off. And just because they're sex workers doesn't mean they're not human beings. I'm first and foremost a human being. And even if my sister is a sex worker or if she's a drug addict, she's still my sister. And the thing is, I am my sister's keeper. I really want to do what I can to help lift my community. Finding self-love wasn't as easy for me. I had a difficult journey. And I was supported by mostly women, however, my father, because of the dresses and the makeup and the playing with the hair, he never really did approve. And so I guess in some ways it caused me to lose track of myself, and I sought revenge in me and different things. I guess I was looking for love in the wrong place, and it stunted my growth for a long time. I got sick of 20 years of abusive relationships, unhealthy relationships, and a lack of a relationship with myself. I came to an understanding, a point of clarity, to realize that I only get one chance, I only get one life. I'm living my life, my best life. And in order for me to continue to do that, I got to take care of my whole wellness. I needed to have a time of abstinence. I needed to work with the therapist. I needed to put things out in the groups. The groups really helped. And then just to know that I wasn't alone in the struggle and that someone else shared in my struggle. At times when I felt like I was losing everything, I sought out public service agencies here and the support was really excellent. However, I was stereotyped at first. And I guess people kind of thought I wanted my rent paid, but it's like, no, that's not what I'm here for. I was trying to find a way out. And trying to find a way out of something that you've done for a long, long time, people don't always take you seriously at first. When you're asking for help, you could be raising your hand like this, and it's like, okay, nobody's seeing me and nobody's hearing me, and you say it different ways, trying to get them to get it, and they don't get it, and you really want them to get it, and it's that right person comes along. And that right person that came along for me was Doris, seeing Doris. When I saw Doris, I knew, oh, there's another life, and I just got a sample of it I want to taste. I want a bigger taste of it. And I was like, I'm going to get it. I wanted to be respected in the community. I wanted to have friends, real friends, not the superficial friends. I want the real friends. I'm talking about when you're in the hospital, they come see about you. When they don't hear from you, they check on you. They call, where you been, girl? Where you at? What's going on with you? You all right? And I started 20 years ago giving back. And I always made a promise to myself that only way I could continue to give back is to take care of myself. So it helped me take care of myself by taking care of others. Being a part of the Transgender Cultural District affirms the work I've done for the past 20 years of community partnerships and trying to improve the quality of lives of the transgender women of color in San Francisco area. My hope is that it'll grow and grow and grow, and it'll be bigger and people will catch on and it'll spread around the country, and then we'll have something just for us. Because I'm tired of seeing everybody else has something and we go visit and we patronize their businesses and their clubs, and we need our own clubs, our own businesses. We have a lot of talent in our community, and that needs to be platformed. Trans joy is when you're actually comfortable, being comfortable with myself. I don't look for other people to define me. And when someone says something negative, I can let it roll off like a raincoat. It doesn't affect me. It's not gonna pay my light bill. My light bill's going up right now.